Over the last decade, the cryptocurrency sector has seen significant developments. As 2022 comes to a close, crypto traders worldwide are living out their worst dreams, with FTX breakdowns and a drop in the crypto market. The crypto market is overflowing with other cryptocurrencies, some of which can be far superior to Bitcoin. In other words, some of them are already accomplishing outstanding outcomes and displaying excellent prospects for a massive increase in value as early as 2023. However, based on the crypto forecasts for 2023, we can conclude that the market will rebound and that now is the ideal moment to buy. What will happen to cryptocurrencies in 2023? Which cryptocurrency will be the most significant investment in the year? Let's discuss some predictions and new data regarding the future of cryptocurrency. First, let's figure out adoption, regulation, and CBDC. The particular use case must be identified for mass adoption. Mass acceptance as a store of value differs from mass adoption as a payment mechanism, intelligent contracts, NFTs, and so on. While none of these categories have reached mass acceptance, at least a handful has passed the mass awareness stage. Most people, at least in the United States, have heard about Bitcoin, yet according to preliminary estimates, around 2 to 5% of Americans have used it. When that figure exceeds 10%, broad adoption has begun. So the adoption of Bitcoin entails acknowledging Bitcoin's status as the world's finest hard money asset, a monetary asset with a strictly restricted quantity. It involves accepting Bitcoin as the most secure and reliable store of value. It also consists in recognizing the potential for its value to increase over time, as well as its potential to disrupt traditional financial systems and provide financial freedom to individuals and businesses alike. Many government agencies oversee cryptocurrency, but there needs to be a unified structure. This regulatory wiggle area allows crypto firms to experiment and develop fast, but it also allows hazardous tactics that expose customers to go unchecked. Regulation is necessary to protect customers' financial assets while also making the market a safer place in general. This not only boosts the confidence of individuals dealing in the market, but also raises the sector's appeal, allowing for broader adoption of crypto services. Beginning in 2023, the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, will be able to track every trade you make on a controlled exchange. At some time, the wash rule loophole may be closed and banks may begin selling cryptocurrency, but deals may be required to follow banking standards. CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, is commonly characterized as a central bank's digital liability readily available to the general public. Federal Reserve notes, for example, real cash, are the only central bank money open to the general public in the United States today. Countries with CBDC are below or near 10 as of 2022. Examples include the Central Bank of the Bahamas' Sand Dollar, Nigeria's Naira, the Reserve Bank of India's Digital Rupee, and the Bank of Russia's Digital Ruble. Many countries are developing CBDCs, and some have even implemented them. Because so many countries are researching ways to transition to digital currencies, it's essential to understand what they are and what they mean for society. As cryptocurrency has grown in importance in the global investing scene, nations have adopted various ways to regulate the asset class. The Biden administration in the United States has offered clarification on crypto usage and regulation in 2022, clearing the way for the digital dollar. In other jurisdictions, crypto is classified differently and is taxed differently. Nations use regulatory sandboxes to test and collaborate with the private sector. To foster self-regulation, Japan formed an organization of cryptocurrency exchanges and issuers. Regulatory sandboxes have been established in Canada, Italy, Mexico, and Saudi Arabia. 2 countries have already accepted cryptocurrencies as legal cash. If the proposed law is approved, this country will be the 3rd. 2 nations have proclaimed Bitcoin official money in the last year. El Salvador became the first country in the world to accept this cryptocurrency as legal money alongside the US dollar in 2021. By April 2022, the Central African Republic had followed El Salvador's lead and approved legislation putting Bitcoin on par with conventional Central African currencies. Which country is most likely to be a candidate? If we had to predict, Nigeria would be the following country to accept Bitcoin as legal cash. Unlike El Salvador or the Central African Republic, Nigeria is a more significant player in the global economic arena. Nigeria, Africa's most populous country, is regarded as one of the world's most influential and lucrative rising markets, with a population of over 218 million people. As more individuals get interested in Bitcoin, an essential supply and demand relationship are expected to emerge. Bitcoin's price should rise as demand rises due to its finite lifetime supply of just 21 million coins and 19.2 million in existence now. Based on current trends, Nigeria might be one of several countries to eventually accept the Bitcoin standard, fueling demand for the world's first cryptocurrency. The United States. The U.S. Department of Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, has issued guidance on Bitcoin since 2013. The Treasury has defined Bitcoin as a convertible currency with an equivalent value in real money or one that can act as a substitute for it. Under current U.S. laws, any entity that administers or exchanges Bitcoin, such as cryptocurrency exchanges and payment processors, falls under the definition of a money services business, MSB. As such, an MSB is subject to the Bank Secrecy Act and must register with the U.S. Treasury and file reports on transactions over $10,000. Additionally, the U.S. Treasury and FinCEN have created strategies assisting in legislative processes to develop regulations and establishing national priorities for cryptocurrency tracking and reporting. The European Union. The European Union recognizes Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as crypto assets. It is not illegal to use Bitcoin within the EU. However, the European Banking Authority, the currency regulatory authority in the Union, has stated that crypto asset activities are outside of its control and continue to warn the public and businesses of the risks of cryptocurrency. The legislation does not govern security tokens or non-fungible tokens. It is intended to keep financial regulatory frameworks from fragmenting and level the economic playing field across the EU. The Commission also wants to ensure the public has access to and can safely use cryptocurrency. Canada. Canada maintains a generally Bitcoin-friendly stance like its southern neighbor. The U.S. Bitcoin is viewed as a commodity by the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, for income tax purposes. Any income from a Bitcoin transaction is considered business income or a capital gain and must be reported as such. Canada considers cryptocurrency exchanges to be money service businesses. This brings them under the purview of the Proceeds of Crime, Money Laundering, and Terrorist Financing Act, Canada's version of AML/CFT laws. As a result, cryptocurrency exchanges must register with the Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Centre of Canada, FINTRAC. Suspicious report transactions, abide by compliance plans, and even keep certain records. Other countries where Bitcoin is legal. Several other countries allow Bitcoin to be used in transactions and have developed forms of regulation. Some examples are Denmark, Germany, Japan, Switzerland, Spain, United Kingdom. And the most exciting part of today's video is what companies have tangencies with crypto. Tesla. According to papers, Tesla lost $140 million on its Bitcoin bets in 2022. The electric vehicle manufacturer informed the U.S. regulator that it lost $204 million on Bitcoin altogether, but recovered $64 million through trading. Tesla invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin in early 2021, with CEO Elon Musk stating that it would be accepted as payment. A few weeks later, it reversed and Tesla sold most of its Bitcoin holdings. It presently has around $184 million in Bitcoin. Mr. Musk has been one of the most visible supporters of cryptocurrencies, with his tweets frequently sparking significant trading activity. In the last year, Tesla has invested more in cryptocurrency than any other corporation. Tesla's purchase of Bitcoin in February 2021 increased the cryptocurrency's price by more than 25% to $48,000, a record high at the time. It soared again in March 2021 when Mr. Musk announced that Tesla would let buyers pay for cars with Bitcoin. This allowed consumers in the United States to secure orders with the equivalent of a $100 Bitcoin deposit. However, the cryptocurrency plunged by more than 10% 2 months later when the company backed down on this proposal, citing climate change worries. Its value climbed to about $70,000 in November 2021 before plummeting by more than 50% when Tesla chose to sell most of its shares. So, although Elon Musk's recent investment in Bitcoin caused a significant price increase, the technological behemoth isn't the only corporation following Musk's lead. All owned by Elon Musk, SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink have also become big Bitcoin investors. The company's shares are more than twice as valuable as its previous year's sales. Google. As a technology company, Google has a sixth sense of what works in the marketplace. However, its products have been criticized for their inadequacies. For instance, its head-up display glasses were a failure. Now it seems Google may be looking to the future of the internet by investing in crypto. However, the company isn't quite sure what its plans are. Initially, it is expected to focus on infrastructure and storage, but its move could also be a way to boost the volume of Google Pay transactions. If Google is serious about investing in cryptocurrency, it should focus on the blockchain. Blockchains are distributed and allow users to control their data. Google can make millions of dollars from advertising based on users' personal information, which would become much more difficult with cryptocurrencies. Google doesn't want to risk losing this multi-billion-dollar revenue stream. The company is still wary of cryptocurrencies and has been until recently. The former CEO of Google, Eric Schmidt, has invested a little bit of his money in cryptocurrency, and he finds Web3 economics fascinating. Schmidt also revealed his interest in cryptocurrency in an interview with CNBC. He previously served as CEO of Google from 2001 to 2011 and continued his involvement as executive chairman and technical advisor until 2020. Starbucks is partnering with IPayYou to provide users of the Starbucks application an easy way to pay with Bitcoin. Customers using the Starbucks app can now pay through IPayYou's Bitcoin wallet to pay for an assortment of items on its menu. IPayYou works through automated conversion processes to convert the oft-volatile cryptocurrency into USD in real time through a tool called Bitcoin Direct to Starbucks. It is expensive to produce, distribute, and manage, and like so many elements of our current society, and it will eventually disappear. Most consumer transactions are digital. In the U.S., cash today only accounts for 40% of consumer transaction activity. In other developing countries, it is even less. IPayYou. To use the service, users must first commission an amount of Bitcoin to transfer. The wallet then moves that amount of Bitcoin into the user's Starbucks app, leveraging real-time conversion rates. While numbers surrounding Bitcoin usage tend towards being more dubious than others, more sanctioned currencies, the partnership makes sense from the IPayYou's end. Over 1 million Starbucks customers use mobile order and pay a month. Whether users of Bitcoin or any other like cryptocurrency will be willing to use it for such quotidian purchases as their daily coffee is still up in the air. Bitcoin integration. The integration comes on the heels of IPayYou's foray into gift cards, which allows holders of Bitcoin to purchase gift cards from an array of major retailers and chains, including Starbucks. Time will tell if Bitcoin's married history will catch up to it to preclude the efforts of well-meaning and perhaps prescient platforms such as IPayYou to introduce it into the mainstream of e-commerce. And it is not only partnerships with companies such as IPayYou that drive Starbucks' excursion into mobile innovation. It recently announced an AI solution for mobile customers which will act as a barista within customers' mobile devices. The coffee chain is also expanding its mobile commerce platform to integrate the massively popular WeChat mobile application in a partnership with Tencent, making a stronger push into the lucrative Chinese mobile market. So there you have it. That's all for today's video. Make sure you hit that bell icon for upcoming videos. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.